Tonight from Bruce Stadium, get ready for a dose of finals fever as the Canberra Raiders play host to the Penrith Panthers. The NRL Smoke-Free Final Series, here on Nine's Wide World of Sports.
And hello everybody, welcome to the finals. They have arrived in the year 2000, first up at Bruce Stadium, Canberra. The Penrith Panthers versus the Canberra Raiders. It's a good crowd. White hot from last weekend, the Penrith Panthers came in as team number 5, led by Steve Carter. Let's have a look at the team card for the Panthers tonight. Joining us in commentary, former Panthers coach Phil Gould.
Yeah, and a big boost for the Penrith Panthers. Matt Adamson proved himself fit at a special fitness test this morning here in Canberra. Had a cortisone injection in his knee 48 hours ago. He's made it to the finals, and the Panthers, dogged by injuries in previous years, get to their biggest match of the year 2000 season at full strength.
And the home side gladdened by the return, the shock return of Brett Mullins, Peter Sterling.
It's a surprise, Ray, and also a surprise that he's playing in the centres tonight. Hasn't done much fitness work over the last 3 weeks. That's why coach Mal Meninga is opting to play him wider in the centres. Plenty of pressure also on the number 7, young Brett Finch. Key position there in the halfback role, playing only his 18th first grade game.
So there's Mullins on camera. And to answer a question from me on Monday, Laurie Daly said he hasn't trained for a fortnight. There's no way he can play. But he's there in jumper 19, the great Brett Mullins. Andrew Voss on the sideline on not such a bad winter's night in Canberra.
Oh, look, Ray, as Canberra goes, it's an almost mild night. Only 8 degrees, that's the temperature right at the moment. Ray, important to note, the dew on the playing surface not as heavy as it can be here. That'll be good news for the Panthers with their handling if they look to attack in the same vein as last Sunday against the Sharks.
Stephen Clark is the first choice referee for the first of the finals, and it's underway. 4 versus 5. And Todd Payton brings it back, the first ball. 19 out from his own line. The Raiders getting the home ground advantage by coming in number 4 and playing in front of quite a good crowd here in the nation's capital as Ferner definitely playing his last game at Bruce Stadium tonight with Laurie Daly and Brett Mullins. And then for Ruben Wiki. Nice opening set so far for Canberra. Mistake-free. Talking of free, the smoke-free New South Wales Health Finals. They're underway. Jorgensen back to be tackled, 28 metres out from his own line. Then for Girdler to find Beckett, and Beckett skips away on that left foot and goes over to centre field to be put away 20 metres out from his own line. Carl McNamara slammed down. Roar from the crowd, big hit by the number 8 for Canberra, Todd Payton. Canberra surging in numbers, shutting down Adamson. Now they come to Greenhill. Ferner went in with a shoulder charge. It went wrong, and Daly and Croker combined to make the tackle eventually. To the short side for Rodwell's right foot, and he brings it down across the ground for McClendon. Off his 20, running to Nagus. Nagus to the 30, almost. Carter up in their face early.
Very important tonight that Canberra did not allow the Panthers pack to dominate, and from that first set of 6 in defence, the home side is in an aggressive mood.
Lenicola struggling and then stampeding his way down the ground. Big and strong. He has to be in that frame of mind if Canberra are to win, as they did in round 8 here against Penrith at the start of the year. Daly tries to start something down the short side with Jason Croker. 30-6 when they last met here at Bruce. In fact, the Panthers have only... Oh, Daly taken down. It's okay. No drama. Panthers have only won twice here at Bruce Stadium from 10 outings. It's 8-2 for Canberra since 1990. Chris Hicks, head-to-head, 37 times they've played. Penrith has won twice more, 1917. Cross now, outside their own red zone. Played down there by Rodwell. Adamson belts it up, and he runs into a waiting Lalisi playing in the centres. Williamson back to the bench. Ferner goes in to make the tackle together with DeVico. Daly got involved as well. Charge down on Rodwell's kick, taken down by a Panther. 6 more tackles for Penrith. Crowd booing, roundly booing.
Well, it may not have worked out for the Raiders on that occasion, but gee, it's a wrap for their defence. Rodwell was forced to kick 25 out from his own line. Plenty of pressure on him. It's been a very good start from the Raiders.
Tony Pullatur. Rodwell. Now for Girdler. Should be a nice match-up. I see Mullins is playing right side defence. Gow's kick is not good. Straight in the air. Taken by Matt Adamson. He loses the ball. No difference. They were playing the last anyway, so Canberra gets the advantage. Nagus this time. First handling error of the game. We are on the 40-metre line with Leslie Vainakolo taking it out towards the halfway mark. DeVico shoveling it back for Furner. Furner pulled down by a desperate Pullatur tackle. Wolford, he's also back for the Raiders. Wickie's pass to ground, taken in by McClendon. And then from Wickie, a dummy half. It's gone through from Wolford at first receiver for Brett Finch. Finch, he's through! Finch is away! Daly's there! And Daly's pulled down 10 away. Wolford then. They've got the numbers, Canberra. They go over. They're in to score. First try. I think it's Jason Croker.
It's Jason Croker, all right, celebrating his 200th first-grade game for the Raiders tonight, and he started off in style. Just the 5th minute, and the Raiders, a tremendous effort in defence, has led to some good work with the football. Wolford goes to short side. We freeze it there. Look at the shortage in the Penrith defence. We've got ample numbers out wide for Canberra, and then it's just up to Wolford as play continues to pick the right mark. He waits for the gap to open up, puts it on the chest of Jason Croker. Tremendous work from the dummy half, but set up by the couple of plays leading up to this one. Wolford, he's a big plus to this Canberra outfit. Tremendous out of dummy half, and there you can see the ball work. Made the right decision, and Jason Croker. What a player he has been for many years now. I think he joined them 10 years ago from Crookwell, and a great servant for them for all of those years.
And a prolific try scorer. If this was the opening round of a title fight, you'd have to score it heavily to the Raiders. On the 5th tackle twice, they forced the Panthers into a poor kick. They've been more aggressive in defence. They've been better over the advantage line. And that time, Brett Finch setting up a tremendous opportunity for Wolford and Croker. And he didn't let the halfback down, capitalising on his break to go to the lead. And David Furner given the kicking duties now that Williamson has gone to the bench, the normal kicker for the Raiders.
Furner then, 20 out, has got it, has he? Yes, the flags are up. Furner converts the Croker try. 6-0 as players get some attention on the bench. We'll go to a break and be back in a moment.
This news update proudly brought to you by Jeep. Jeep, there's only one.
Good evening. A senior public servant from the Department of the Prime Minister and Cabinet has escaped a jail term after being convicted of stealing from the Commonwealth. Anne McFarlane has been sentenced to more than 200 hours community service. The ACT is defying pleas from the International Olympic Committee and the New South Wales Government and will permit betting on the Olympic Games. ACT emergency services were kept busy in the heart of Canberra today with a 60-litre spill of diesel at the Royal Insurance Building in Civic. Lawyers are calling for better coordinated pro bono services in Australia so no one falls through the legal cracks. And Dixon College has been knocked out of the Nutrigrain Schools Rugby League Cup despite a 24-all draw this afternoon at Bruce. Canberra's weather, fine, sunny, 16 degrees tomorrow after -3 tonight. And in the Canberra Times tomorrow, why Shane Warne was sacked. More news in Nightline.
Come and have a drink.
Schooner of new, thanks.
Sorry, mate. No dogs allowed.
That's a guide dog, mate.
Guide dog.
Guide dogs are either German Shepherds or Labradors.
What are they giving me?
I'll give that man and you.
G'day.
Yo, everybody! This is that Aussie dude I was telling you all about.
G'day, fellas.
Can I get you a drink?
Okay to BYO. Go ahead, check it out.
Woo! Hey, give me 5, man.
Hey, easy, mate. Try one at a time.
That's not $2 well spent.
Could have bought a Big Mac.
This is McDonald's Burgers. Choose your favourite for just $2. Better hurry.
Australia trails the US by 2 with only seconds to go. Gaze on the drive. He gets past Payne. Sets his feet. Top face. Shoots for 3!
With the biggest range of Sydney 2000 official licensed product, Kmart has just what you need.
Yes!
Announcing no deposit and 24 months interest-free at 40 winks. Save on bedding and bedroom suites at 40 winks. No deposit, no interest for 24 months. Hurry, ends Sunday.
TD Waterhouse, the world's second largest discount broker, has just been judged Australia's best overall online broker. Is it time you traded brokers?
Click, call or come in to TD Waterhouse.
Sunday night.
Work for one guy.
3 generations of police officers and the world's greatest monster.
There's a serial killer loose among 1 million people.
Police! Once they enter his mind,
This could be him! You don't have much time to waste.
they may never come back.
He's gonna step over the line.
For the first time, Richard Crenna and Craig T. Nelson.
Now he's getting personal.
Don't think. Don't scream. Just run.
You let her go!
To Serve and Protect premieres 8:30 Sunday on Win.
Girdler starts again.
Ray, he was very lucky to get his foot to that ball. Just as he went to kick it, it rolled it off the mound. Could have easily had an air swing. The Raiders now take it out from their own 20-metre line through DeVico. Just have a look as Ryan Girdler gets close to it. Very lucky to get one there.
So Simon Wolford, prominent in the early exchanges. Ken Nagus. Nagus losing his footing about 38 metres away from the Canberra line. Tongue is on. Daly to the right foot, sending Jorgensen scurrying across to use Beckett off the 20-metre line. Beckett piles on the pace. Mullins makes the shot. And then from Jorgensen. Oh, good! Good! Picked off by a Daly beauty. The bells are ringing, but Girdler's okay. That was a Daly special. Look at that. The old fella's tuned up for this one. Greenhill to the right for Rodwell. Now it's Elford. And John Cross wasn't expecting it from the youngster. And Croker's come up with it for Canberra. A couple of these older Canberra players with miles of experience are very much to the fore tonight so far. Vainacolo then. 5th tackle. No.
Got a blood bin, Ray. Yeah, Craig Greenhill be leaving the field. As we saw Matt Adamson do moments ago, we'll get a check from Andrew Voss on the sideline as to what the story is with Matt Adamson, but there you can see the cut on the right-hand side of the face of Craig Greenhill, showing how physical this battle is.
Offloading for Nagus. Ball deflected forward. I thought he might have said that it came off the Panthers. He hasn't. And it's the Raiders again, charging back to the halfway line with David Furner. Wilford looks like he's tapered off to me. Not that he was ever a big man, a giant of a man, but he looks rather thin on it, the number 9 for Canberra. Jorgensen, well nailed back there by Brett Mullins.
Yeah, tremendous kick by Wolford and a terrific chase. The Raiders are playing with semi-final intensity. The Panthers look as though they're still in a club round. There is a big difference come this time of year, and a few of the experienced Raiders are leading the way.
Scott Sattler then plays the ball back for Craig Gower. Gower gets it away for Jody Gore, with the emphasis on Gore. Now Gower.
That was him with the ball, Jody Gore, wasn't it?
That's exactly right. Problems there for none other than Laurie Daly. This big kick bouncing down for Nagus in his own in goal.
And plenty of concern. The trainer is called straight to the sideline, helping Daly from the field as Nagus gets sandwiched between Girdler and Carter.
Gee, I don't like the look of Laurie's face. It could be that he's got a real problem with a cheek or a jawbone. Let's see what happens here. Is it the head that's the problem?
I think so, Ray. Just the impact of getting involved in that tackle. Fell straight out of it as the Raiders continue this good work out of their own end. Todd Payton, lovely ball onto McFadden.
And McFadden unloads and Wiki can't take it. They had something going there, Canberra. They were building up troops on the left. A costly handling error. It was Todd Payton, McFadden, and then keeping it alive, and Ruben Wiki putting it on the ground. It's the update, Andrew, as we look at the handling errors, the update on Adamson firstly.
Well, they're telling us concussion in both quarters. Concussion for Matt Adamson, although he did go straight to the dressing room with a doctor, so you sort of got suspicions that it could have been something a little more serious. He's just returned to the bench, and Laurie Daly too. Concussion for Laurie, expected to be back.
So Penrith now going down the right side. Jorgensen getting a pass away for Sattler. There they are, 30 metres away from the line. Gall again, 21 metres out. Playing it back for Gower. Gower for Carter. Carter for Pulatua. And Pulatua's in the centre of the ground. That's the 20-metre line, astern of them. Mark Geyer puts it down. So they're unable to build any pressure. MG, the culprit.
His first touch of the game, not a good one. Canberra have a tremendous record down here at Bruce Stadium. Normally greasy conditions here, and they have a great record because they run hard and straight with the football. They keep their passes short. They keep it nice and simple. The Panthers a little guilty at the moment of going side to side and not doing the hard work in the middle.
Jason Croker played the ball, then he went out after the front marker, which was Steve Carter.
Yeah, he wasn't impressed with the tackle from the scrum win at all. Not often you see Jason Croker react that way as DeVico again makes some tough metres. 25 out from his own line, centre field.
Great season for Luke DeVico. Todd Payton then learning by example from DeVico. Just outside the 30-metre line, 6-0 the score. DeVico again up to the 40-metre line. Daly on the benches. Recovery. Now they go away for the boot of McFadden. And it comes down on the 20-metre line for Jorgensen to already run 25 metres back. And tackled by Payton. A furious pace to the opening of the finals. Geyer put down and securely the ball as he goes to ground this time. Now for Adamson. Adamson back on the park to the 40-metre line. Canberra's in. Short side play. Jody Gore. Lovely tackle, bringing him to grief. Ruben Wiki, the tackler. Gower for Rodwell. Rodwell for Carter. Carter the kick. Grubbing kick. Girdler's flying. Nagus. Nagus. By golly, what did he do there?
Well, the referee, Stephen Clark, is bringing it out to the 20-metre line. He's saying that it had gone dead. I actually thought Nagus might have played the football just inside the line. This will show it.
Well, he's had a foot over the line.
Yeah.
That's that ruling that we're confident will be changed.
Well, that's a tremendous kick, and it should have been some reward as we see another blood bin. Todd Payton again going to the sidelines to get some repair work.
So the 8 comes off Payton, the 16 goes on Peters, and Daly waits to go back into action. He might be concussed. He gets back into the action. Mullins comes down the right side. And that's where he is, 45 away on this, the western side. McFadden for Wiki. Wiki away on his right foot, giving it for Croker. Croker fending off Rodwell. Rodwell for Lolisi. And he's put down 38 metres away from the Penrith line. 6-0 Canberra. Try for Croker. Finch puts in a little kick. The regather's there. Finch gets a pass away. And it's with the Panthers. Well, he's had a blinding start, but now he's hurt. Young Brett Finch, the number 7.
Yeah, tried for the miracle pass. Fortunately for the Panthers, as they get a penalty, straight into the arms of Chris Hicks. Confident start from the young man. Plan move, putting it on the boot for him and Alan Tongue. He got the bounce. Wasn't the last tackle. Would have been better off holding it. But it is a let-off for the Panthers.
Good play at the same time for Chris Hicks on the defensive side. Only a young debutant to finals football. He stayed cool. Cleaned it up. Now, talking of young debutants, this is the opposite. As Big MG takes a high shot. In his mind, looks at the ref for a penalty, doesn't get it.
It was Adam Peterson, 16, that he wasn't impressed with MG, as Matt Adamson, again, met by some fierce Raiders defence.
Fast and furious Phil Gould, the opening to the finals.
It's an absolute beauty, Ray, and the Panthers starting to simplify their game a little bit, although now a little bit of razzle-dazzle and Girdler's away.
Now for Beckett, changing course inside McClendon. And the junior Max combined to put him away. Now it is Gower, the player that Canberra fear most. Daly's got it. Girdler couldn't take it. Daly back in the action. Carter's in trouble for Penrith now in back play. Steve Carter's groggy. 16 is Peters for Canberra. Former Eagle. Nagas away for Williamson. Named in the run on side. Mullins took his place. Now Finch, then Wiki. Wiki back for Finch. He's having a tremendous game, the number 7. Now it's away for McClendon. McClendon goes through a gap. That came off Penrith. It might be. No. Clark is going to pack a scrum. I thought those Penrith players might have been offside.
Well, what he's ruled here is that the first pass from McClendon went forward. So he's ruled a scrum against the Canberra Raiders. Every other offence after that nullified. McClendon let the ball forward for Raiders. Now a scrum and a scrum feed to the Panthers.
So he's gone with first things first, and that's the simple way of putting it. It did come off a Panther, but he didn't play at the ball, really, as I looked at that replay. Here's John Cross now. 31 metres away from their own line. And it's really been a backs-to-the-wall struggle for the Black Magic. A lot of the time so far has been spent down their own end of the ground. That is Elford over there. Taken down by the left side defence of Lolisi for Canberra. John Cross, 40-metre line, Canberra's end. Steve Carter is off the field at the moment. Here's a chance for the Panthers. Brad Drew. Drew gets it away for Girdler. They're going in. They're over. It's Penrith. They're in to score. Ryan Girdler gets try number 13.
They hit back the Panthers, and ironic that it comes from a little kick. The Raiders look so dangerous, employing the same tactic at the other end not so long ago. This time, Matthew Rodwell, second receiver, takes the ball off Matt Adamson. It needed to be a pinpoint kick because there were some Raiders coming across. McClendon doesn't get the bounce. Brad Drew, that's his first touch, through the tackle of McClendon. Ryan Girdler made sure he stayed behind Brad Drew. Was able to outpace Ken Nagas to score.
Sterlo, I'd love to have a look at the side-on video again, because I believe Brad Drew may have been a half a yard offside. He came through on the inside. Girdler and he went for the same ball. McClendon couldn't come up with a tackle on Drew. Some smart play from these two players to position Girdler with a free run to the line. But if we go back to the side-on review later, I think you'll find that Brad Drew, coming across from the inside, may have well been in front of the kicker, Matthew Rodwell. Here it is. Now that's Drew, who was at dummy half. Here's the kick from Rodwell. He is 2 metres offside in this particular play. As play goes on, you'll see that Brad Drew is the one that'll come up with the football, untouched by a Canberra player. Had he gone to the video referee, the Panthers would have been penalised and the Raiders would be up the other end of the field. Welcome to the finals.
Everybody, including Steve Clark. 21 out, 5 in for the try scorer. 6 from 11 against the Sharks last Sunday. Girdler has come off the edge of the upright to get the 2. The great kickers, Lady Luck goes with them. 6-all in the first qualifying final of the Smoke 3 final. We take a break, we're back in a moment.
On 60 Minutes, the uproar over baby making.
Hey, gorgeous.
Look what happens when it all goes wrong.
They abandoned me in the hospital.
The egg donor.
What price is there for a child?
The surrogate mum.
They lied to me and my family.
The gay parents.
She was just another employee.
At each other's throats.
I was used.
I never want to see that woman again.
Also, the best boss in the world. Why he gave each worker $1 million cash.
Life has a price, doesn't it?
Toyota presents 60 Minutes, Sunday 7:30.
When Dave here wanted to sell his boat, he moved it through the trading post. In fact, you can move just about anything through the trading post. Buying or selling, paper and web. Trust the trading post to move it.
Over 90 ex-government cars go under the hammer every Saturday at Pickles Auctions Fishwick. Great range of vehicles, most under 2 years old with manufacturer's warranty and under 40,000 Ks. Pickles makes it simple. 179 Gladstone Street, Fishwick.
Now there's a better pour-on for sheep. Super effective on lice, and because it's water-based, super easy to use. It won't block your gun and even works in the rain. Move up to Cooper's Magnum, the advanced IGR pour-on.
It's another best value package suspect, Sarge.
Best value package? What,
No, it's Fantastic Furniture's $29.99 London package. Comfortable high-back 2- and 3-seater sofas, coffee table, lamp table, TV stand, 7-piece dining, wall unit, queen-size bed and mattress, 2 bedsides, hall table and mirror. A house full of furniture for $29.99 or no deposit and $23 a week. That's right, just $23 a week.
Don't miss Australia's best value package deals at Fantastic Furniture, the Package Deal Kings.
This is looking really good.
That's great.
So you think we can save even more? Much more.
Did you know at the National we can tailor a home loan which could save years and thousands on your repayments? John and Ingrid can save $80,000 and 8 years. Pretty good.
How did you do that?
Get more than a home loan. Get a tailored financial solution from the National. Call 13 13 12.
The rare event for the true believer. Midnight Oil performing one show only in Canberra. Midnight Oil. Come and see the real thing. Midnight Oil at the Royal Theatre in Canberra on Thursday, August 10. Tickets for Midnight Oil's only Canberra concert are on sale now through Ticketek.
Has always made science fun. Now it's even better. With Sideshow, the science behind the fun.
8:30 Monday.
There's $1 million right here to be won.
It's all up for grabs.
$52,000.
15 questions that could change your life.
I'm a bit surprised there. I'm certainly surprised.
Who wants to be a millionaire? Monday, 8:30 on Win Television.
Welcome our viewers. Sky Sports in the UK and through New Zealand as well, and all associated stations with the 9 network, bringing you the opening of the finals. You'll see them all right across the weekend. Tomorrow afternoon, Melbourne and Newcastle at 4 o'clock. Check your local guides. Tomorrow night, live from the Sydney Football Stadium, Roosters and Parramatta. And then Sunday we'll go to ANZ for Brisbane versus the Sharkies at 4 o'clock. Sattler, a handoff when going to ground for Drew to give to Cross, to give to Elford. Elford down the right side. Not held, got up, thought about it, put down by Lolisi and Croker. And now they're 38 metres away from the Canberra line. And you can almost see the pendulum just starting to swing back in the direction of the black side. As Gower puts a kick in and Nagus will get back. Just ducked under the tackler so they couldn't pick him up and force him back. Vainicolo runs at Sattler and Greenhill.
Yeah, they've done well, the Panthers. They've weathered that early storm. They could well have been 12-16 behind. There's a chance here for the Rays with Daly. Support on the outside in Mullins.
Mullins, one of the great sights in rugby league. Stretching it right out, not held, looks to unload. Pull down 40 away from the Penrith line. Now Canberra line up their cannons. McFadden, 31 out, the crowd rising. Parochial Canberra crowd, obviously. Peters, 5 gone inside the 20. Wolford, looking to get this ball to sit up. And it is going out to the 20.
Yeah, it had already gone dead before he played at it, the fullback. But tremendous work from the Raiders. That was the Canberra of old, attacking from off their own line. Unexpected, and they travelled 60 metres. It is a great side, isn't it? One we didn't expect tonight. The Canberra fans would have been happy to arrive here and see Brett Mullins take the field.
Suffering him toll from a double hernia. Stretching out like that wouldn't be helping him, but I see he's wearing the cycle shorts tonight. Trying to hold things together there.
You ever thought of doing that, Ray?
Wear them all the time,
Good
even
help.
to bed. What's the story with Carter, for Steve Carter, Andrew?
Well, Steve Carter, it is concussion, but a little surprising not to see him back out there in a hurry because he has got his hand up, but the Panthers doctor just a little worried, wants to make sure that the blurred vision is gone. But the man who did replace him, Brad Drew, had only been on for a matter of seconds when he followed through that chip over the top.
Here's Adamson now. Replay showing that he was in front of the kicker, but that is gone. It's past tense. We can't dwell on that any longer. We'll post-mortemise it later.
A chance here, you'd imagine, for Ryan Girdler to give his side the lead. Only the second penalty awarded in the game, and Tongue and Fern are penalised. Interference, pushing back in the tackle. Adamson trying to get up to play the football. Got to say, Stephen Clark, apart from, I suppose, that first try from the Panthers, allowing that, has done a pretty good job in the opening 23 minutes here in a pretty tough game because of the speed.
Absolutely, mate. No worries.
Daly just asking a couple of respectful questions of Stephen Clark.
Yeah, just watching the Panthers and the Raiders now. 23 minutes gone in this clash. It's been a frantic pace. These two teams had no warning. There are 6 other teams with all their players sitting at home watching this game, getting fair warning that the finals are here, and they have to pick up the pace.
2 lowest qualified losers from the opening round of the McIntyre system will drop out on Sunday night. Girdler has hit it and found it this time. No turbulence with that one. One of the game's great goal kickers. Now one of the game's great centres. What a year it's been for Ryan Girdler. 8-6 they lead.
They look back on this year with great fondness, and Ray, you mentioned the 2 lowest losers out. A nervous wait for the loser of tonight's game. You would think finishing 4th or 5th be fairly comfortable. But the loser will be looking over their shoulder. If Melbourne, Parramatta, Cronulla, 2 of those teams win, the loser of tonight, gone.
McNamara. Tackled back on his own 20-metre line. Western side of the ground. Adamson lining them up. Taken down by Todd Payton, now for Craig Greenhill. Running into Luke DeVico. Canberra's front row forwards working tirelessly. Pulatua. Just looking at the game, though. It looked like Canberra came out with everything blazing. Penrith had to wait for them to go off the boil, wait for them to simmer down, and then they struck back, and now they lead by 2. Magus, work to do back at his own in goal for the 4th time tonight. 8 metres away from his own line. Plays it back for Vainikolo, across for McClendon, who was beaten by the bounce when the try came for Girdler. Vainikolo from dummy half. Much more of that from him. And they will be getting real value for money. He's a bit of a Wendell sailor, Leslie Vainacola. Punishing with the football. McFadden finding Daly. Daly's pass astray. Scrabble back 42 metres away from the Canberra line. What's the story on Craig Gower? Injured, I believe.
Yeah, right. It's a bit like there's a revolving door on the interchange bench tonight. Craig Gower, the latest player, off to the dressing room with the Panthers doctor. He complained of a bit of a twinge in the groin, and he's gone there to do a bit of stretching in the dressing room. He will return, but you've got to say, on a night like this down in Canberra, he's not 100%.
Adam Peters on the bicycle. Now Rodwell comes around, makes the extra man. And Chris Hicks came from his right side to link up on the left side. Now Girdler on the attack, 15 out. Sattler taken down by Payton. Brad Drew in 17, getting it away for Rodwell. Rodwell to Pulatua, and they pick him up and put him down. There'll be a penalty here. Probability of a player or two going on report.
I don't think there's any doubt about that, Ray. Fortunately, Tony Pulatua straight up to his feet. We're a long way away here, but it did look a bit nasty. Somersaulted in the tackle.
Doesn't matter where he lands, but if he
Past
leaves
the horizontal.
That's a penalty. Yeah, it doesn't matter whether you land your head or your back. If you leave up beyond that horizontal, don't let me have much choice, okay? Just be careful, all right? I'll put on a report for another look at, but just be careful. That's the situation. If it's above the horizontal, it's a penalty, mate. Yep.
Yes, they've gone in between the legs and lifting. Not just above the horizontal, they gave him the total 360, although I do subscribe that Pulatua's motion and his sheer weight has forced him into that circular Ferris wheel motion, but they lifted him and they've taken him above the horizontal. There's no doubt about that. There's a problem.
Ray, it's black and white in the book. You cannot put your arms to tackle a player between his legs and pick him up and drive in whatever fashion. And that wasn't far away from being particularly nasty. Just lucky that he was somersaulted the full way and the neck didn't come into play.
So Girdler with 2 from 2. This is his easiest kick of the night. 15 out, practically in front, 74% coming into the game, and another 2 points for the Penrith Panthers. They lead Canberra 10-6 in the first qualifying final for 2000.
Now that the new tax system is here, GST-registered businesses need to set aside the GST they collect to meet their quarterly tax obligations. For help, call the tax office on 13 24 78. The new tax system, authorised by the Commonwealth Government, Canberra.
The Nissan Maxima now comes with more power, more room, more luxury. And from the 1st of July, it's even more affordable. Maxima from just $35,685. Now at your Nissan dealer. Just wait till you drive it.
Just wait till you drive it.
Tickets are now selling live. First in, first served. Just call 137279 or www.olympics.com.
Announcing no deposit and 24 months interest-free at 40 winks. Save on bedding and bedroom suites at 40 winks. No deposit, no interest for 24 months. Hurry, ends Sunday.
Run, walk or jog. Register now for the Canberra Times Family Fun Run on Sunday, September 3, and you could win $3,000 from CPS Credit Union. Your entry fee will be donated to the Heart Foundation, so join in the fun. Entries close Monday, August 21.
The Magnet Mart Hot Prices August sale is on now. The Wiltshire Gourmet Steak Knife Block gives stainless steel quality for just $42.95. Treated fine necking with reeded finish starts from a low 79 cents per metre. 6 litres of Wattle Easy Clean Low Sheen or Satin paint is only $28.50. And Bostik silicone sealers, perfect for wet areas, glass or guttering, are just $3.75. Don't miss out, because at Magnet Mart,
we guarantee the best price. We guarantee the cheapest price. Oi!
If your business needs help settling into the new tax system, call the tax office. Visit our website. Use the guides we send you, or pick them up for free. The new tax system, now open for business. Authorised by the Commonwealth Government, Canberra.
7:30 Monday night on Friends. What could possibly drive these two great buddies apart?
I can't believe this, Chandler.
All new Friends, 7:30 Monday on Win. Then, on Monday, August 14, he's one of the big screen's toughest guys, and he's about to become one of the small screen's scariest, the new girlfriend's father.
So, Ross, what's your problem? Why can't you get a girlfriend your own age?
Bruce Willis comes to Friends, Monday, August 14 on Win Television.
10-6. We welcome you back if you've been to a break. Thank you for joining us, and thank you for joining us right through the year. Wide World of Sports covering the Rugby League smoke-free finals. First night. And repeating, you'll see them all on 9 on free-to-air. Volatua. Oh, not again! Not again. Croker and Wolford this time. Same player on the end of it. Volatua.
Thanks, Wesley. Exact same, mate. The problem is, and it was the same as up there. Hang on, the legs are going in the crotch, and you're lifting, and they're going beyond. It's just dangerous, mate. As I said, the lorry down there, as soon as their legs go beyond the horizontal, mate, I can't do anything about it other than penalise it. I'm not, okay? You just got to get your hands out of that crotch area, okay? And we'll put that one on report over there too.
He's exactly right, Stephen Clark. There's no malice in these tackles, but they are dangerous. As soon as you start lifting a bloke with your arms between his legs, leading into problems.
David Solomona from Sydney Roosters would know something about the suspension for that crime, would he not, Andrew?
He certainly would. I know there'd be some Rooster supporters watching tonight thinking, well, gee, if the Raiders, well, they will get past this week no matter what the result tonight, but, geez, you know, somewhere down the track, if they get the same treatment as David Solomona got 2 weeks ago, he's currently serving a 2-match suspension for a pretty, you know, lame sort of dangerous tackle as well, to be quite honest.
Guy. Just into Canberra's territory. McNamara, a dummy for Drew, and then he tries to beat them himself with brute strength. He's 38 away from the Canberra line. Rodwell. Elford's onside, coming down the right of the ground, and Nagus is taken by Elford. Great chase by this speed machine out in the number 4 for Penrith.
They have speed to burn, don't they, the Penrith team? I didn't think this was going to be a particularly good kick. I thought Kenny Nagus was just going to come across, take it fairly comfortably. It got into the in-goal area. The chase was great. Super result with a line drop out.
The Panthers have some great set plays here, from scrum wins in the opposition half and line drop-out receptions. The Panthers rehearse these over and over again. Tackle 2 or 3, should see something on the wide side of the field, and maybe back through the middle of the ruck. Brad Drew doing a little bit of ball playing around that area.
McNamara. Drew. Pass on the bounce for Hicks. And Light stepping his way. 28 metres out from the Canberra line as Drew sends them down the short side with John Cross. He will play it. 21 metres in from touch. And they're on the 20-metre line. The run around with Rodwell. The reverse pass to him. Finding Volatua. He plays it back for Drew. Then for Rodwell. And a flat ball to Sattler. Tackled on 5. Drew again. Rodwell kicking for Jorgensen. And Finch is grounded. Daly barking at the referee. I think he was saying that Panther might have obstructed one of the Raiders.
Yeah, very well read there by Brett Finch. Brett Finch came from the right-hand defensive side. You'll see him there, not far away from the referee. He reads the cross kick back into the middle of the field. His fullback had gone across to the left. And that's the extra effort you have to make in finals football. When the ball goes away from you, move towards it, or get in a better position to support your teammates. Well done, Brett Finch.
Williamson, his kick, 45 metres in length. Guy charging back at them. 27 metres out. That's a tremendous comeback from the line dropout by the Penrith attack. Now they're 22 out, as you can see. And Jody Gall is put down. Just inside the 20-metre point. Sattler working with Carter. Carter through. Carter going to ground. Looked on the inside. Too late. Rodwell's not too late. Rodwell's over. Rodwell scores. Penrith are in.
Yeah, great work from the Panthers. Building up the pressure. Phil Gould pointed out they like to put on set moves. Well, it nearly unfolded for Steve Carter. He was looking for Tony Puletua once again. He threw the dummy, straightened up, loves to throw a dummy, hoping to find a man. The closest man was Rodwell. Now he gets into dummy half, and as the play the ball is conducted, he goes to the right-hand side. We freeze it there. You can see the line for the Raiders, not many players, just the three, and Croker coming up a little bit quicker than the others as play continues. And Rodwell ducks, gets down low, drives between the staggered defence, beats Wiki, takes Croker over the line. All came from the good quick play the ball from Steve Carter and plenty of desire from Rodwell to get over.
2 line dropouts receptions in a row. The first one was a wide play to the left on the tackle, rolled it into the in goal and got a restart. The second time they came in, a crisscross play, Carter into the gap, defence can't recover, and this fellow Rodwell, his kicking game in the last 15 minutes has kept the Panthers in great field position. He's got the rewards himself. Smart player, Matthew Rodwell. He knows the game very, very well. Good kicking and passing game. When his confidence is up, he's as good as any in the league.
Girdler. 20 in, 19 out. From the eastern side, and he's hit it beautifully. Doesn't get any better than that for Girdler. 16-6, Andrew Voss sideline.
And Matt Rodwell is proving to be a real thorn in the side of the Canberra Raiders when the two sides clashed back in round 21. Matt Rodwell came up with a try-double on that night, and he said after the game he thought he was in his most consistent form since way back in 1992 when he won the Rookie of the Year while playing with Newcastle.
And a deepish kick-off by Canberra. Andrew reminding us that the home ground advantage has really been emphatic in the clashes between these two this year. More than one on the bike now, but Canberra beat Penrith easily in round 8, but when they came together in the second round, Penrith beat Canberra just as easily. 36 points to 14 it was in favour of Penrith. Mind you, home ground advantages didn't work out last year in this corresponding qualifying round. 2 of the 4 qualifyings were won by the away sides. St George beat Melbourne at Olympic Park, and Canterbury beat Sydney City at the Sydney Football Stadium. So those just taking a card that had the 4 home sides on it. It didn't work last year, it may not work this year, and it's looking very much that way tonight. Ferner plays it. And now Vainikolo. An electric start from Canberra.
Yeah, don't give up on the Raiders. They are one team who can score quick points. Plenty of attacking strike power out there. Last tackle now is Ferner. Plays it just inside the Penrith half. There's a long way from out of this game as McFadden, not a good kick, finds Hicks on the fall.
Chris Hicks taken down. Grassing tackle by McFadden. Back on the Panthers' 20-metre line. Robbie Beckett. 25 out. Girdler using Geyer. Geyer throws a dummy to Jorgensen, and at least one of the Raiders was sold the dummy. 10 out of 14 for Canberra completion, 75% for Penrith. Much more uses of the football, looking at that stat for Penrith. Rodwell. A professional game by Rodwell tonight. Geyer gets another break. Played by Magus. And away comes McClendon.
And a real danger time for both teams here, the last 5 minutes of the half. So often sides just relax a little bit, lose their concentration, the other team take advantage. Brett Finch very keen to get proceedings underway. Finds touch inside the 30.
There's going to be a test of stamina. It well might come in the next 3 minutes. The drain of a frenetic first half might come back to haunt somebody. Penrith under the hammer now. McClendon lays it on the ground, rugby fashion. Croker gets it away. Finch has got it. Now it's McClendon. Beg your pardon. McFadden comes across, then finds DeVico. And DeVico will play it. 10 away. Daly turns it in for Finch.
Good tackle there on the Lucy. Last one now. Thought they'd opened up. Here's the chance.
It's away from Finch. Wide for Daly. Inside for Croker. Croker for Finch. He's over. Finch is over. Canberra have struck back right in the shadows of half-time.
That's quite a blow for the Raiders. This is the first time they have ventured into the opposition quarter for quite some time. A penalty, only 5 tackles ago, gave the Raiders a set of 6 at the right end of the field, and on the back of some great passing by Finch, Daly and McFadden, they've opened the Panthers up on the edge. Defence back on the inside, lazy. Croker so strong, standing in tackles before, now steps his way through and finds Finch back on the inside to give the Raiders a tremendous confidence boost right on the stroke of half-time.
That's what Phil Gould was talking about. Sometimes the biggest plays of the game are made away from the football. The play was going away from some of the Penrith defence. They didn't deem it important enough to continue across. This time it was Pulatua, who probably should have come across and been there a couple of metres earlier. He might have been there to nab Finch as he caught the football. He turned up a little bit late and Finch was able to slide through to cap off a very good half from this young man. Re-signed with the Raiders a couple of weeks back.
David Ferner converting the Brett Finch try. 16-12 in the first qualifying final. Andrew, right on half-time.
Yeah, the two number 7s put their stamp on the match, and this time Brett Finch, the former Newcastle ball boy, coming up with a try in the finals campaign. It's funny, we were just talking about him earlier today with the schoolboys, the Nutrigrain Cup. 2 years to the day he was playing in the semi-finals of the schoolboy competition, and here he is tonight on the big stage in the NRL.
And what a stage. Great season for Rugby League. Average crowds up. And time to start enjoying some of the positives of this wonderful game that has taken such a battering during the 90s. Magus, he's put down, there is half-time. So what a wonderful first half of football. First it was the Raiders, then the Panthers. They waited for them to go off the boil, as I said earlier, and then they struck. The Black Magic struck, and then the Green Machine. They came back to remind us that at the break, it's a long, long night here at Bruce Stadium. 4 points the margin as we take a break. We'll be back on the Wide World of Sports in just a moment.
The Hazards and Traps renovating the trickiest of rooms as our couples design their unique bathrooms and laundries on Windstream Home Challenge, Tuesday night, 7:30.
Good evening. Shane Warne's agent says the champion leg spinner is deeply disappointed at being stripped of the Australian vice-captaincy. The job's gone to Adam Gilchrist. An F-18 has been grounded in Darwin while the Air Force tries to work out why a missile fell onto a car. Celebrations get underway for the Queen Mother's 100th birthday, and the Wallabies first look at the new stadium for tomorrow's Bledisloe Cup. Mainly fine and 18 degrees tomorrow. All the details in Nightline at 10:40.
G'day.
Yo, everybody! This is that Aussie dude I was telling you all about.
G'day, fellas.
Can I get you a drink?
Okay to BYO. Go ahead, check it out.
Woo! Hey, give me 5, man.
Hey, easy, mate. Try one at a time.
I don't know where you're going to get a park. Mate, here's the pub. I'll get the beers. You park the car. G'day, mate. I'd like to borrow $150, please.
What are you going to leave as security?
For you?
Okay. But it'll cost you $10 for every day until you pay it back.
Sure.
I can't believe that a guy like you would be short of anything.
Short? Oh, no, where else would you get overnight parking in the city for $10?
That man and you.
Cheers.
The Festiva run out is on, and it's your last chance to save on Festiva with air conditioning. From just $12,990, drive away, no more to pay. This offer can't be repeated, so run into the Festiva run out before stocks run out.
Wise Buys under $20, an offer you can't refuse. For a limited time, get music's hottest albums for under $20. Get Wise to Flick 182, Mark Lazotte, Kylie Minogue, Propeller Heads, Garbage, Jimmy Little, Leonardo's Bride, Hunters and Collectors, Adam Brand, Christina Nu, The Mavises and more. All under $20. Don't refuse. Make a Wise Buy now.
Okay, here's the problem. I've got 2 skin types and only 1 face. I'm oily and I'm normal. So how do I take care of both at the same time?
Now Pond's breaks through with Deep Pore Foaming Cleanser for combination skin. With natural botanicals and mild cleansers, it gently lifts away excess oil without drying the rest.
The oily bits have gone. It's not dry anywhere else.
Deep Pore Foaming Cleanser, part of the new Pond's Clear Solutions range. Everything you watch on commercial television is covered by a code of practice. The code relates to program classification, commercials, and news and current affairs. If you see something you think breaches the code, lodge a written complaint with the station on which you saw it. If you're unhappy with their response, you can refer the complaint to the Australian Broadcasting Authority. To get a copy of the code, contact the Federation of Australian Commercial Television Stations, to which this station belongs.
Get into the new Ford car for just $14,990 drive away. No other car gives you so many standard features like air conditioning, power steering, CD, electric sunroof and dual airbags. But at $14,990 drive away, you'll have to be quick.
The new series of Stingers Undercover following Water Rats 9:30 Tuesday.
Welcome back, everybody, to Bruce Stadium in Canberra. We are watching and enjoying the first qualifying weekend of finals, the opening game in the smoke-free final series. Penrith leading Canberra 16 points to 12. Brilliant first half.
And there you can see the statistics at half-time. Quite a pronounced favouring in possession for the Panthers. In fact, the opposition have had to do eight extra sets of 6 in defence. A number of missed tackles there, 27 in total, but a lot of that through the speed of the match. Also some pretty good ball movement from both teams.
Hookers and halfbacks. Hookers who can kick out a dummy half are a big weapon in rugby league, and the Panthers and the Raiders are very well served. Woolford for the Raiders, Gower and Drew for the Panthers have kept their side on the front feet with judicious kicking out of dummy half. And the halfbacks, you need a great halfback to win a premiership. People will look to Lamb, Kamali and Johns, but Brett Finch and Matthew Rodwell have staked their claim in the first weekend of the playoffs with some tremendous football.
Stephen Clark is the referee. And he's had a fairly difficult first 40 minutes. A couple of report incidents. One try that was scored by the Panthers that, had they have gone to the video referee, would have been denied. As Adamson is tackled 20 metres out from his own line. Opening set for Penrith in the second half. Greenhill. Gower spent time back on the benches. Most people did. Took a knock. It was very much a case of the walking wounded. Now a tackle from Simon Wolford, just creeping up a little bit high on McNamara. There's been no complaint. As Adamson gets this kick in on his left foot. Used to play fullback and was one of the biggest kickers in the game. Mark McClendon, they'll take him back. They do. 17 out from his own line to Ken Nagus. Nagus passing wide to Vainikolo. And Vainikolo doesn't care if he has to run it through the forwards. That's the way he went. Three of them going in to make the tackle, and the penalty goes to Canberra. Penalty to the home side. First set of 6. Second half for them. This was the tackle on Vainikolo. 3 of them there. Staying there too long. And that's the first blemish on Finch's game. Didn't find very much yardage with that kick. It's only a minor mistake, though. Todd Payton. Their front rowers were very, very good. David Furner choosing a second-man runner in Ken Nagus. And that pass is bad from Furner. And it came off Ricky to a player in an offside position.
There's been a poor start from both teams. A couple of mistakes. So important to start this second half off well, get the momentum, hopefully the first points. The Panthers now inside the 30. Offload from Pulatua to his partner, Greenhill.
25 out, centre of the park. Bruce Stadium making fantastic sports arena these days. Rugby, back from Gower. Taken down by Payton. Then Tony Pulatua. Carter. Adamson. Pass was a bit low. Was there a hint that he lost it? For Rodwell. Rodwell tries to fend away from Finch. Unsuccessfully. There they are, just outside the 10. Now Gower puts the kick in. It rebounds and goes over the sideline.
Stephen Clark just looking to the touch judge to see whether it was played at deliberately by the Canberra team. It wasn't, so they will get the scrum feed.
Gee, I tend to disagree. I think I go with Craig Gower. He was absolutely positive they'd get the feed, Penrith.
Well, if Gower hadn't kicked, Furner's foot would not have been where it ended up.
So here's Vainikolo with another of these distinguishing runs of his. Andrews back from the sheds. What can you tell us on the sideline?
Ray, the key points out of the halftime addresses from the two coaches. From Roy Simmons, he was a little concerned that the Panthers had fallen off a few tackles in the first half. Leslie Vainikolo was one player he mentioned that they hadn't handled all that well. He did point out to his players, though, the moment the Panthers put together 4 or 5 completed sets of 6, they came up with tries in the first half. And from Mal Meninga, he was just concerned that the Raiders switched on, switched off a bit in that first half. If they keep up the intensity for the full 40 minutes, they can get away with this one.
So here's Carter. Batting the ball down. Jorgensen was there, reading it well, taking it away before this young man, Chris Hicks.
Steve Carter and Laurie Daly have played against each other for many, many years, and Steve Carter had a good hustle there. Laurie Daly put a short one behind the line. Carter read it, came from out wide to get behind and diffuse the situation for the Panthers. Well read. They've played each other often enough to know.
Adamson. Now through McNamara to Pulatua, short passing among the forwards. They're just inside the 40-metre line on Canberra's end, as you can see, 23 metres in from touch. Western side, as Rodwell puts a kick in, nicely weighted. Nagus met by Elford, and he basically submits in the tackle.
Getting plenty of mileage out of their short kicking game tonight, Penrith, putting it down the sidelines, making Nagus run to the ball. And he just seems to be labouring a little bit, not quite confident to attack the football or get down low for it. Great mileage out of their short kicks, the Panthers.
very slow to his feet, as you can see. Struggling to get back in the defensive line as David Furner. Good run in behind the ruck area. They've still only gone 18 metres in 5 tackles as again Wolford will kick out of dummy half.
Having a fine game, Simon Wolford gets it back. Great individual effort. McClendon down the right side. On the inside, DeVico loses the ball. The crowd went up and now they go down.
They knew they had a real chance there, the Raiders. They had the numbers. Wolford was forced into running, then forced into kicking short. He gets the bounce. Now he knows he's got plenty of numbers and little defence. McClendon looks back in field for support, but they just get themselves mucked up. DeVico couldn't get his handle on it. Dangerous situation diffused again for the Panthers.
But a reminder that Canberra have got the attacking weapons to come back. Adamson's in some trouble again. He's heading back to the benches. The final series. Pulatua. Got a pass away. Carter. Carter left it behind him. Wiki is with it for Canberra now. Played by Ruben Wiki. Now there's a problem. Wolford and Carter had a little bit of a dust-up. Nagus came down the right side.
Guess he was around his legs. Steve Carter, running battle, left it, came up with a great tackle as Daly, an inside pass to Croker, playing very wide on the left and proving dangerous.
Jason Croker with an exhibition of his strength. As Daly goes across, Finch turns it in, DeVico goes up the middle, and Greenhill is there to hold him with Sattler. Played back for Wolford. Wolford again! Wolford! Wolford! Magnificent! In they go! Todd Clayton! Clayton's over! Oh, Simon Wolford! What a game! Wolford for Prime Minister!
Yeah, he's a player who's been dogged by injury. He's got a shoulder problem, will be operated on at the end of the year. He frees it there. You can see the defence back on their heels. Wolford will sneak in around here. Takes them by surprise as play continues. Little man against big man. They were going across field. No chance to get him. And, well, that's just a magnificent pass to Todd Payton. And what an effort for the big front rower to be there backing up, chasing the little man.
Well, this has been just a magnificent game for this youngster. Playing basically with one arm.
Yeah, he's been playing sensational football when fit and well. We saw him destroy the Roosters a few weeks ago. And tonight with his kicking game, we saw a chip kick earlier. And now a little dab out of dummy half, found some space, and at the end of it, a tremendous overhead pass. And the Raiders, buoyed by that confidence from the try just before half-time, they put one on the board in the first 5 minutes of the second stanza.
David Furner, missing it! Oh, that might come back to give him nightmares. 16 all, 9 minutes gone, second half.
Sunday night.
Work of one guy.
3 generations of police officers and the world's greatest monster.
There's a serial killer loose among 1 million people. Police!
Once they enter his mind,
This could be him!
You don't have much time to waste.
they may never come back.
He's gonna step over the line.
For the first time, Richard Crenna and Craig T. Nelson.
Now he's getting personal.
Don't think, don't scream, just run.
You let her go!
To Serve and Protect premieres 8:30 Sunday on Win.
Toyota Hilux, Australia's favourite ute, because it's unbreakable.
Approaching enemy formation, 3 o'clock, they're on 3. 9 o'clock on the 9. On your tail at 6.
Relive the greatest exploits of war aviation minute by minute with Aircraft of the Aces, men, legends and models. An exclusive collection of books, technical cards and metallic die-cast scale models of high quality. Part 1, a book, technical cards and a model of the Spitfire for only $6.95. Del Prado.
Sometimes
Singing isn't easy when your throat is sore. Vicks Vapor Drops with refreshing vapors soothe your throat and clear your nose so you can breathe and sing freely. Feeling Vicks. Feeling better.
From all of us in country communities who have lost on country roads, a father, a wife,
my twin daughter, my mum and my little sister,
my brother,
my uncle,
our daughter,
my cousin,
my wife,
my son,
our sister, our mum,
my boyfriend,
my best mate,
my workmate. More and more of us are dying on country roads.
So please wear your seatbelt.
Please don't drink and drive.
No matter how well you know the roads, please keep to the speed limits.
And please don't drive when you're tired.
Let's stop our country road toll rising.
No time for breakfast? Then drive through at McDonald's.
The new Toyota RAV4 with more room and power. It's unbeatable.
$32,000.
15 questions that can change your life.
I'm a bit surprised then. I'm certainly surprised.
Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? Monday.
The new series of Stingers Undercover following Water Rats 9:30 Tuesday.
A great opening to this new competition as many players have referred to it. Tonight ushers in a new competition. Now there are 8 of us. Wiki plays it. Finch goes away. Finch and Wolford. It's only like yesterday we were talking about the Supermax, McFadden and McClendon, that would spearhead the new Canberra. Now we're talking of Wolford and Finch. Nothing in it. Nail-biting stuff. First one, then the other. Daly. Daly has been put down late.
Mark Guy's the man, Ray. And Daly's teammates reacted very strongly. Laurie Daly getting up, as you can see, telling his players I'm okay, but also boasting that he was hit around the chin. Touch judge has come on and gone down to where the ball has landed. We will see a penalty to the Raiders and another chance for Thurner to put them in front.
Reading the lips. Let's go down to this. I'll say that in a moment.
He still had time to pull out of it. He was pulling out of it, but he's still making contact firing rate.
Yep, I saw exactly the same thing. Thanks, Luke. I'd already blown the whistle when he came in because I watched it anyway. You come through, exactly what he said's right. You were going through. I thought you could have pulled out of it too, but you did hit him up a little bit high. Just be careful. It's a penalty here, all right? Whereabouts?
Mark Geyer. Penalty to Canberra. And here it is. Daly kicks. And Geyer hits him on the shoulder first. Then the elbow connects with the Adams apple. Now, let me say what I was going to say. Mark Geyer went straight to Laurie Daly. And if I'm reading it correctly, apologised to him. Then there were other Canberra players who wanted to go on with it. And Daly basically said to them, I'm okay. And then seemingly acknowledged the apology from Geyer. Thurner missed his previous kick. He doesn't miss this one. The flags are in the air. Canberra's in the air at the moment. 18 points to 16. sideline, Andrew Voss.
And I tell you what has happened down here at ground level, Ray, is that the crowd is right back in this game. The Peyton try followed up by a late tackle on the local hero, if you like, Laurie Daly. It has brought the crowd back into the match. It brings into the home ground advantage to the forefront. I know the Panthers weathered the storm in the first half. Can they do it again now?
Fortunately, we are here to find out. We are here to bear witness, together with this massive TV audience that we would have tonight on the opening night of the smoke-free final series. It's 18-16, and Vainikolo! Another daunting run.
Straight through the tackle of Mark Geyer as Simon Wolford again finds metres. Well, he was unlucky not to get a penalty there, Wolford. Not quite sure whether Gall got back the full 10 metres. On a roll, the Raiders.
Peters, chopping type of tackle from Jody Gall, brought a groan from the crowd. The tackle was on their star of the night, Wolford. Now Ruben Wickie looking to unload, going down under the tackle, 30 out. Here goes Wolford again with another 10-metre probe.
Yes, but a rare mistake. Didn't know it was last tackle. You can see there, didn't want to give the football up. That's not a mistake that you can make inside your opponent's 30.
Oh, McClendon going up right in the face of Girdler. Girdler taking the tackle, playing the ball. Beckett comes away. We've only seen the Mullins factor once in the game. There was a question about his fitness to be in it. I can assure you that the petrol gauge would be showing pretty close to full. I wonder, can he strike?
One up the side of the boot there of Craig Gower. Things not going well for Penrith in this second half. And speaking of the petrol gauge, Ray, I would imagine Ryan Girdler probably has got plenty left as well. Hasn't featured that decisively tonight. He's been well marked. There you can see the pressure of the situation, forcing a mistake from one of the season's best.
Yeah, Peter, in this first 12 minutes of the second half is a carbon copy of the first 12 minutes at the start of the game. Canberra have come out smoking, Panthers back on their heels. The Raiders have got the first 6 points. Will they learn from the lesson of the first half where they went to sleep? And the Panthers came back with 16 unanswered points.
Sorry, Philip. Very descriptive stuff there from Gus. I don't know whether come out smoking is the right way to describe it tonight. Here they are with McFadden away for Wickie.
It's the smoke-free finals.
Now, McFadden and Daly combine to the 20-metre line, and the champion gets it away. Finch is there, lofts the ball down, it's play on. Jason Croker. Croker pulled down in a try-saving tackle from Mark Geyer. Played by Croker, then to Finch, picked up off the shoelaces, and Vainikolo's into touch. Vainikolo into touch for mine, but we're going to have a look at it on the video.
Well, I can't believe that Stephen Clark has gone to the video because the touch judge put his flag up.
Absolutely. In fact, across the heads of the people in front of me, all I could see was this yellow flag fluttering. And yes, you're right in asking the question, why the video?
Vainikolo so hard to stop this close to the line, gets very close to the sideline.
Joe.
Well, just have a look at the touchy in the back there. Up goes the flag. And I'm like, he has by far and away got the best view of this. Look where the referee is, Stephen Clark, 15 metres on the far side. Why doesn't he take the touch judge's call?
And it's a matter of touch. It's a matter of touch which he has the sole adjudication on. Watch the touch judge again. He is adamant that he's gone into touch. It would look like there might have been part of his torso, his body on the touchline. I'm bemused, as Peter is, and I guess you are too, Gus, with a touch judge putting the flag up on a matter of touch. Why has he gone to the video?
Well, he may have asked the touch judge, are you 100% sure? The touch judge may have said, check it. I think he's into touch. We're going to get a no-try scrum, so the right result is eventuated. I guess it's a little bit like the referee. Maybe he thinks a try scored, but we'll go to the video referee. Touch judge was sure he went into touch. He said, you want me to check it? He said, well, let's be sure. So upstairs they went. It only took a moment. We got the right result.
They really looked vulnerable there, Penrith, on that side in defence. I thought they could have almost scored on the last 2 or 3 tackles in that set of 6, the Raiders. So again, similar to what we saw in the first half, they're having their chances to get away on the Panthers, just not capitalising at the moment.
Shane Elford dragged down by Laurie Daly. David Furner had a hand in between the legs. I thought for a moment he was going to be guilty of lifting again. Carter's heading for the benches one more time as Jody Gall takes it 42 metres out from his own line. Eastern side of the ground. Adamson. Welcome back into the Panthers side. Obviously an injury cloud over him. Mark Guile. Gowan. Rodwell. Plugging this kick down to cross the line. 15 metres away from the corner post on the southern end of the ground. Rodwell scored a try for the Panthers. Capping a good year for young Matthew Rodwell.
I'll tell you who else is having a good year, Ray, or a good second half of the year. Really risking the occasion is Todd Payton. I get the impression that he's probably been considered to be an underachiever at the club a couple of seasons now, always showed great potential as a schoolboy. But in the last 6 or 8 weeks, he has been superb up front, taking so much pressure off this man, Luke DeVico, really working well in tandem.
Maybe that's another reason for the inspired game by Todd Payton too, Peter. There he is, Payton unloading for Mullins. Mullins for McClendon. Luke DeVico has been getting all the praise. He's been getting all the 9s out of 10. Maybe Todd Payton said, hey, I want a piece of that action. Williamson.
Yeah, I think it's a perfect time in the game. What are we, 24 minutes from the end? Put Brett Mullins back to fullback, his favourite position, where he's so dangerous. He tore the Roosters apart here a few weeks ago. Hasn't played back there tonight. I wouldn't be surprised if Mal Meninga gives him a little sniff at the back before we're finished.
They were all onside the Raiders. There's no penalty forthcoming as Chris Hicks defends for Penrith.
Yeah, it's funny this, isn't it? We read in the press coming into this game that the Canberra side were terrified that this man, Craig Gower, would carve them up from dummy half. The exact opposite is happening out there tonight. The Raiders are killing them in the dummy half position, and it is not going to be long again before we see another bust made up the middle of their ruck.
McNamara taken up the top by Mullins, underneath by Payton. And here's Scott Sattler now to the 30-metre line and driven back by Tongue and Croker. Drew away for the boot of Adamson. Big kick down over the head of Nagus. Floating back there. Oh, that is heart attack stuff from Kenny Nagus, but it won't worry him.
You wonder why coaches have grey hairs. Kenny Nagus, he fluffed it on the first attempt, and the second attempt, I'm sure he didn't really want to go for the football, but he slipped and panicked and made a real snatch at it. Oh, what a get.
Back direct. 18 out of 27 for the Raiders, 21 out of 27 for Penrith. Line break, 6-2 in favour of the Raiders. Put down another one. Here's McClendon inside 30. Now it's away for Mullins. Mullins for Finch. Finch comes back in the centre of the ground. Vainicolo. Lolisi. He puts it over the line. He's going to take another look at it.
I'm just wondering whether he's going to have a look at the end here, or the fact that the ball was touched in a pass earlier and ended up in the hands of David Furner. Wondering whether, in relation to the man who touched it, whether Furner was in an onside position. But a tremendous sweeping movement from the Raiders. Started on the far side again. This is the end of it. Leslie Vainicolo on the inside of Lolisi. Beckett did well to get the big man. Might even be a doubt on a pass there from Vainicolo to the possible try scorer. glides across.
That pass you're talking about is, I beg your pardon, the pass you're watching now is not necessarily the pass you're talking about, though.
See, that's fine. That's okay. I think the arms were back. The ball has gone back. If that's the forward pass or the pass that they're looking at, that will be a try. But yeah, the one I'm talking about was a fair bit earlier in the movement.
When Mullins came up with the football.
Yeah, I agree. It was the one where McClendon passed it inside, and I think McFadden touched the ball and ended up in Mullins' hands. First look, it looked okay, but I thought that was the one they would go and check. I got no problem with this one in the corner at all.
Well, from the high shot, it does look suspect, but when you see that, the ball is passed backwards or flat by Vainikolo, there can be no problem with that pass.
No, there is no problem with that at all, and if that is what the referee is concerned about, we will see a green light. We'll see the try come up. And it has been all the Raiders in this second half. Tremendous work on the far side again.
Now, I think you'll find that they are going back. They're going back to the incident that we have been talking about. Now, Mullins didn't touch it. It went across to McFadden. Now, it comes off him. And did it go forward off him?
Well, it's only gone forward. That's exactly where it's gone. McFadden might have kept himself in front of the ball, but the ball was knocked forward before Brett Mullins put out a hand and took it.
And sorry, Phil.
That was a good pick by Peter Sterling. That was the one they should have been looking at, and now they've finally found it. And I'll be very surprised if they award a try. This will be a scrum over on the far side of the field, and the Panthers feed.
And after having a look at the big screen, the Penrith players have all gone across to where that took place. They're of the belief it will go their way.
So it is no try. It is no try. And here's the break again. It was Luke Williamson and McClendon who started it. Then off McFadden, the ball travelled forward for Mullins to rake it in. But in the rules of the game, it has been propelled forward off the body of McFadden.
And Ray, that knock-on occurred on tackle 5, which means there's no scrum now. It's a turnover to the Panthers, and they've dodged a bullet there. As Peter Sterling said earlier, they were opening up out of dummy half. That time it was Williamson down the short side who created the space. But the Panthers have got to consider themselves extremely lucky now. They haven't conceded those points, and they're still in the ball game.
Here's John Cross being sent to the blood bin. Not the first play to be dispatched there tonight. It has flowed.
McNamara, centre of the ground, 30 metres out. Greenhill. (18 points to 16 in favour of the home side. 3/4 of the game gone. Sattler igniting something down the left of the ground and able to run a long way. McNamara. Rodwell. Kick. Hicks is coming fast. Vainikolo makes a meal of it. Penrith to the corner. No, it's been called back.
Stop him from being offside, Ray, in front of the kicker. Well, there's only one player in front of the kicker, and that was the closest man to him who does not get involved. Number 16, Scott Sattler, was the only man.
He's probably ruled, Pete, I know he didn't get involved, but he has got inside the 10-metre perimeter. That's probably what he's pinched him for, which seems rather innocuous given the fact that Sattler pulled out of the contest, didn't he?
Yeah, I don't know about getting inside the 10. Anyway, play on, and the Raiders survive on that occasion. And we are getting to a situation where really the next scorer in this game could possibly go on and win.
Finch. And now DeVito shoveling it through. Legis, Daly, Croker. Now they're 30 metres away from the line. Lolisi's pass has travelled forward. And he's ruling the changeover just outside the 20-metre line.
Yeah, no advantage there for the Penrith Panthers. Stephen Clark brings it back to the 20-metre line, and Craig Greenhill takes it forward. I just don't know whether Penrith are playing well enough at the moment to get away with this one. I've got no doubts the Raiders are on top. Having said that, we've still got just under a quarter of the game to go, so plenty of time.
Tony Pulatua. Craig Greenhill. Canberra side of halfway, narrowly. In front of a healthy crowd here in Canberra as Gower gets the pass around the corner. Chris Hicks and then Elford, but forward. Nothing is working for Penrith at the moment. A frustrating night for the Panthers and for Craig Gower.
Oh, that can't be the pass. It's got to be the last pass, the Elford pass, surely.
Well, it couldn't be either, could it?
Well, it's certainly not this one. Oh, no.
So Canberra now on their own 40-metre line. Williamson. If you thought Penrith were hard done by there, what about the Roosters last weekend? It made no difference in the final wash-up. This is going to be a lot closer than that game, but talking of forward passes, there were a couple of tough calls on Sydney Roosters last weekend. It's Todd Payton, who swung around against his wishes. Now DeVico, back and quickly away from McFadden for Furner. Furner for Mullins. Mullins inside the 20-metre line, pulled down 15 out. Now he's been put down by the marker. There's a brawl on. Steve Carter and Brett Mullins. Players in from everywhere. Oh, Stevie Carter's been in the middle of the inferno a few times tonight.
This is a very heated reaction from Brett Mullins. Made a fine run. Let's have a listen to the referee and see what he has to say.
Hang on, boys, hang on.
Well, you've seen what happened there. Yeah. It's just a push him to play the ball. Brett Mullins just got up after he's given the penalty.
Hang on, wait.
The aggressor, and he's come after Steve Carter and thrown the first punch.
Yep, okay. What he's... Wait, just hang on, have a listen. Yep, the penalty's already been given against Steve, against you for pushing him. No, not on that report. I blew the penalty before he even come on the field. What started the whole thing was you get up and push him over when he's playing the ball. Don't take it into your own hands, Brett. Wait, hang on. Mate, there's been 2 penalties in the game already for it, and that's the 3rd one. I told you at the toss, if you're pushing to play the ball, it's penalties. That's what started the blue. Let's cut it out, all right? The penalty stands to Canberra.
Initially thought this was going to go against him, but it's going to go with him because Steve Clark, there's Bill Mullins, the father of Brett. But Brett thought for a moment he was holding a losing betting ticket.
Well, they're not taking the kick, they're taking the tap, going for 6 to wrap this game up.
Direct. 11 out, centre of the ground. They're going for broke the Raiders. 2 points in front, they're 5 metres from the line.
Watch the Croker and Nagus out to the left here.
McFadden. Back in the middle, Laurie Daly. Now they go back to the right of the ground. McFadden linking with Peters. And Adam Peters will play it. Within 3 metres of the line. Wolford back for Furner. 5 gone. Furner plays it. Wolford spins it long and hard for Daly. Daly's kick has come off the feet of Penrith and back for Penrith now.
Yeah, that's great finals action. The Raiders with a chance to take an extra 2 points decided let's try and win the game here. Good set of 6 on the line, but the Panthers responded. They felt that if they could hold them out, maybe that's the winning of the game for them. Now they come away with the football. The battle of the finals, always intriguing.
Carter going down the short side. Oh, gee. Girdler was hit very hard.
McClendon, what a great tackle.
And not the first time tonight that McClendon has come up and nailed Girdler. Furner with a big dummy, and then he's held. Penrith now desperately guarding
was the blow-up between Brett Mullins and Steve Carter. Mullins flies forward, misses with the big right-hand swing. Now McClendon comes up, a tremendous tackle not long after this incident to get the football for the Panthers. Then they come to the left-hand side and freeze it there. Look at the players on the inside for the Penrith side, slow in coming across. They come back in and Jason Croker makes them pay. A staggered defence once again, and Peter Jorgensen too late in coming. Fatigue setting in.
Yeah, if we can go back to that vision, you'll see that Peter Jorgensen actually runs into the referee, Stephen Clark. Only held him up momentarily, but he would have only needed another half a yard to put a better effort in on that tackle. Croker so strong back on the inside. A couple of times he's hurt the Panthers there tonight. Peter Jorgensen definitely ran into the back of Stephen Clark when he was trying to come across the back of the play the ball to get some defence on the inside. Croker's been tremendous out on that left-hand edge. Very, very strong.
What an important kick here for David Furner, looking to put his team 8 in front. And I can't tell you enough the importance of the tackle by McClendon on the far side. It was a short side raid from the Panthers. They created an overlap. He came in, nailed Girdler, one-on-one strip, and gave his team the football at this end.
David Furner in his last game at Bruce Stadium. He missed a sitter earlier. Can wipe the slate here. This one's looking okay. It's looking very good for David Furner and for Canberra. 24-16. The Raiders in front of the Panthers.
A toxic crime, an interesting find.
Whose body is it anyway?
Not the full body.
One of the bins actually had a body in it.
Not half a body, Michael.
The rats are spending half their time
Someone put that body.
Michael, it was half a body.
Thank you, Alex. Half a body.
wondering where the other half is.
What I wouldn't do for that other half of the body.
And she tricked him to commit murder. Now he needs to know why. But first, he must find her.
You just tried to help her, for God's sake. It's not your job to look for her. Oh.
Water rats followed by stingers Tuesday on Win.
Announcing no deposit and 24 months interest-free at 40 winks. Save on bedding and bedroom suites at 40 winks. No deposit, no interest for 24 months. Hurry, ends Sunday.
Why hunt for bargains at the sales when you'll find the lowest prices every day at Bunnings Warehouse? Like 16-ounce claw hammer, $3.95. Ducted heating air deflector, $8.39. Nelson security light with 2 globes, $25.99. Fire Sentry fire and smoke alarm, $7.54. Bostik gap seal sealant, 2 for $4. If you happen to find a cheaper price on a stocked item, we'll beat it by 10%.
Bunnings Warehouse!
Lowest prices are just the beginning.
So you don't think you need Febreze? Well, think about this. Day in, day out, your furniture is absorbing odours. And no matter how thorough your regular cleaning is, the odours stay trapped in the fabric. That's why it's time to spray Febreze. And just like that, you can make odours go away. Really go away. So your whole house will end up smelling clean. A fresher clean everyone notices. Febreze cleans bad smells out of fabrics. For good.
Menopause is nothing like I expected. I'm still doing everything I used to do, and more. And thanks to Promensal, I'm handling menopause my way. I chose it because it's natural, and it's being scientifically tested. With Promensal, my hot flushes are a thing of the past. Well, almost.
Promensal manages menopause symptoms naturally.
Let's have a snack.
If you think it's hard to prepare a delicious, low-fat, hot snack in 3 minutes, remember, a lot can happen in 3 minutes. New 3-minute rice from Sunrice. Yes, Sunrice, the rice experts.
Hey, Mum, your pyramid
Bushels Pyramid bag gives the leaves more room to move for the best taste yet.
What will they sphinx of next?
Bushels Pyramids for the best cuppa ever.
What a game. What a mighty fine game this is turning out to be. Like two very evenly matched heavyweights. Splitting the rounds. Vainicolo has stood tall tonight. Wolford has been brilliant. Ruben Wiki. Let's not despair too much, though. One thing about the McIntyre system that can come back to help you. You can be a beaten first round qualifying loser and come back.
Well, of course, the biggest pressure this weekend on both the Sharks and the Eels are in 7th and 8th position. Strong work there from Jorgensen to get rid of McMillan and Williamson. But as we stated earlier, the loser tonight, a long way from being safe. If they get 2 bad results underneath them, that is the end of the season for them. And the quality of the Canberra performance has seen them keep the opposition scoreless since the 33rd minute. One half of football gone.
Penrith then, still with time. Hicks, 35 out from the Raiders line. 24-16, the home side. Gow, stepping, standing. Put down by Payton. Rudler. Carter takes cross with it, stays alive. Beckett. Nagus, close to the sideline, tackled and put away. Daly. Williamson. Furner, Daly, Mullins. A second farewell for them tonight. 618 games they've played between them for the Canberra Raiders. Peters, 23 out. Vainicolo. Look at this man. An inspired performance by him. Wolford. Wolford's on the ground. That was the groan from the crowd. Touch judges didn't respond, neither did the referee.
The Panthers desperately need some field position now. Ray, there's Mark Guy going after the kicker again. Nothing much in that. The Panthers playing this entire second half at their own end of the field, really coming up with little in attack. They need some penalties or they need some fast runs out of dummy half to try and break up this Canberra defence.
Great goal. Ridden to the ground by Simon Wolford. Rudwell. Carter. Girdler. Mullins will be penalised for a high tackle.
Yeah, nothing more than that. The penalty sufficient there. Girdler just did the little shimmy to try and get on the outside, and Collins went in clumsily with the right arm swinging. But this is the chance. They haven't had 2 sets of 6 in a row in this second half that I can remember. And all of a sudden they've got a good ball at the right end. You would think they would have to score pretty much in this set of 6 to be a chance.
John Cross. Like Girdler, came from Illawarra to the Panthers. Guy inside for Drew. Drew outside for Gower. Gower. Oh, it's put down by Elford. Then Finch gives it out quickly for Nagus. And Geyer makes the tackle. Shane Elford putting it down. Ruben Wiki. Vainicolo wants a run. Away goes the big winger.
Got to give both coaches a rap too tonight. Both Roy Simmons and Mal Meninga, tremendous players, Australian representatives. They made the transition to coach. And they've had their teams playing a tremendous, entertaining, attacking kind of football, a joy to watch. It's probably a reflection of their personality and character, the way their sides do play.
Nagus, a will-o'-the-wisp, swooping on a ball that was laid back by Furner. Then a terrible play the ball, but it's a penalty. It's against the Penrith markers. for not standing directly in front of.
No, he's penalised for not standing directly in front of, but did he actually play the ball out properly at all? I mean, he's just come up with a bad play the ball there. Now that should be a scrum and a Panthers feed. The ball's gone forward off his foot the first time. No interference there from the markers, and a very harsh penalty on the Panthers.
Oh, good tackle by Jody Gall on Tongue. McFadden, Payton. Guile originally, then Sattler cleaning up, and then Finch comes into it again. And David Furner, 15 out from the line. The Raiders with Daly. McFadden, Furner dummied inside, gets it away the second time. Tongue, McFadden, Finch, and then Finch for DeVico for Finch on the runaround. Lofts the pass out for Brett Mullins, puts a little kick in, and Beckett puts it over the touch-in goal. We will take a break, 24-16, the Raiders in front.
I said that's life. That's life. That's what all the people say. But I don't let it get me down. 'Cause this tired old world, it keeps spinning around. That's life. That's life. And I can't deny it. Some people get their kicks watching us try it. And if I didn't think it was worth one single try, I'd jump right on a big bird, and then I'd fly.
I don't know where you're going to get a park. Mate, here's the pup. I'll get the beers. You park the car.
G'day, mate. I'd like to borrow $150, please.
What are you going to leave as security?
For you?
Okay. But it'll cost you $10 for every day until you pay it back.
Sure.
I can't believe that a guy like you would be short of anything.
Short? Oh, no, where else would you get overnight parking in the city for $10? Give that man a new. Cheers.
G'day.
Yo, everybody! This is that Aussie dude I was telling you all about.
G'day, fellas.
Can I get you a drink?
Okay to BYO. Go ahead. Check it out.
Woo! Hey, give me 5, man.
Hey, easy, mate. Try one at a time.
Australian car buyers aren't easily wooed. That's why Daewoo Nabira has a powerful 2-litre engine, air conditioning and scheduled servicing including parts and labour, all from a low $18,990. So let us Daewoo you today.
Because mess is always happening, new PinoClean antibacterial quick cleanups are pre-moistened and the handiest way ever to clean up and throw out dirt and germs in one step, leaving a hand free for the more important things. New PinoClean quick cleanups. PinoClean, the clean you can trust.
When my active service as a civilian wage earner ended, I turned to the bank for help. We deployed an investment strategy to maintain my lifestyle by targeting all bases. Managed funds, super, financial plan, the works.
Like any well-organised operation, my finances are going according to plan.
Isn't she a beauty? She is.
Want to live your future the way you want?
Make it happen!
Which bank?
The Pantene Great Healthy Hair Search winners are Joanna Morwood, Auckland, Maria Galevska, New South Wales, and Amy Wilesmith, Queensland.
When I've got great hair, I feel like $1 million.
And when I've got great hair, I'm full of life. It's Pantene. It gives me great hair.
And when I've got great hair, I feel vibrant.
Wow. When I've got great hair, watch out.
Pantene, the power of great hair.
Buy a new Chrysler Voyager now and you'll not only get car-like handling, comfort for 7 and a powerful V6 engine, but you and your family will also fly to SeaWorld on the Gold Coast, staying at the luxurious SeaWorld Nara Resort.
What a night. Great opener. Sterlo said it earlier. Congratulating the coaches. Really turned on some entertainment. 18,479 here watching it. Great fair. Payton, he's been one of their stars. There's the crowd just short of 18,500. McFadden and then Finch, and Finch with Daly. A short ball back for David Furner, and Furner will play it 12 metres out from the line. Croker then stepping, pulled down eventually by Gower and Gall. Furner will start the blind side. Daly, ground upon which he has scored so many tries. Now Croker bumps away from one. This is the last as they go through Lolisi, and then a little kick by Finch, and McFadden thinks that he's got it down.
And just having a look at the reaction of both Peter Jorgensen and Steve Carter, they think he's got it down as well.
Well, this is like a little vulture. I didn't give anybody any hope of getting there in front of a black jumper. What's the little fellow, the junior Mac?
Yeah, Steve Carter gambles here. He knows his team couldn't afford another line dropout. He was hoping against hope that the ball would go dead. He's waiting. McFadden. Well, Steve Carter will be able to tell you he's got the best view. And I don't think he's happy. Here it is. On its point, it's a try. On its point, it's a try.
It's a try, all right. You've made your point. It's on its point, and it's a try. Well, poor old Steve Carter. He waited 1/100th of a second too long.
Yeah, look, he couldn't do too much different there. 8 points behind. I know he's conceded a try here, but the game was gone if he plays at it. There's no way knowing they could have dropped the ball out and scored twice in the last 5 minutes for mine. It might look embarrassing, but it's one of those split-second decisions that you have to make under pressure in big matches. This time it went against him, but he will hope that his team will live to fight another day.
Just watching this replay again, and it was well, as it turned out, beautifully weighted kick by Finch. What a game, what an impact he's had on the game.
Jorgensen was actually yelling, let it go, let it go. He thought that Carter had time. The last bounce just sat up, and the Raiders have closed out the first qualifying final. 3 minutes on the clock, 30 points to 16. Not a true reflection of the flow of the game, but it does show that the Raiders, when given possession and good power from their forwards, can put points on you.
Sideline, Andrew Voss.
And right now we have to start looking towards next week, and I mean, if results go their way, they could have a chance of having next weekend off. Mark Geyer, a good shot at the beaten brigade for the Panthers tonight, but I have to put a dampener on proceedings for the Canberra Raiders. If Jim Hall's consistent, just a reminder about those dangerous tackles from the first half and the players on report, Furner, McFadden, Croker and Walford, they could all be in trouble if they have to play next week.
Absolutely. Payton now is put down 20 metres out from his own line. And as the Raiders were lining up for the restart, Laurie Daly in particular was applauding the crowd. He knows that they've won it. He knows that he and David and Brett are going out as a winner the last time at Bruce Stadium for the magnificent trio.
Leslie Vainakolo too. I know that Payton and DeVico have been very good in the middle of the field, but he's played a Wendell Sailor type role tonight. Vainakolo, he's come in, he's helped his forwards, he's belted the ball forward, taken defenders with him, dished out some punishment. And the big man, I'm sure that Mal Meninga has said to him, if Wendell Sailor can do it, you're just as big and strong. Get in there and try your luck. He's had a big hand in this Canberra victory tonight.
There he is in the background, former Australian captain, state captain, grand final winner. A winner in every department, Laurie Daly.
He's on the way out, Ray. He packed into the second row on that scrum. That's short in your career.
I was just thinking what a wonderful, as the kick from Girdler is pursued by McClendon. And Robbie Beckett rounds him up. I'm just thinking what a week What a roller coaster ride for Jason Croker as Nagas makes a run. DeVico carries it on. Greenhill hangs on. Vainicolo gets it away for Payton. Payton away for McFadden. McFadden's inside 30. McFadden's pulled down by Hicks. Ball has been taken off him. Canberra go on. Finch kicks ahead. Lelosi scores. Lelosi scores. 100 metres of it. 100 metres of rugby league. Beautiful stuff. What a try.
The try of the season. The team try of the season. We saw a superlative individual effort by Wendell Saylor weeks ago against the Dragons. But I don't think we'll see a better team effort than this one by the Raiders. From inside their own quarter, players muscling their way through the defensive line.
No, it was ripped out by your bloke.
Well, they're going to question a pass from Leslie Vainicolo to Andrew McFadden, apparently. Stephen Clark has called on all his resources. I'll give you the tip.
What a great effort here from the two front rowers for the Raiders. No, that's fine. No dramas with that pass. DeVico was involved earlier. Big Todd Payton striding out. That pass is fine to McFadden. Thought Gower had him covered, slips off. And then what happens here, this is what Steve Carter was concerned about, how the ball comes out. I've got no drama with these passes. Gus was just talking about the effort from Leslie Vainicolo. He's got his hands going back. The ball is passed backwards. Doesn't travel far, but the little bit it does travel is in the right direction. And that's fine as well. It might float forward, but look at the hands again. Look where the ball is spiralling back. This will be a try.
Well, I, for one, hope it is a try, because, as I said, it's the team try of the season. Now they're checking the put down. No problem there. He's just grazed the turf.
The only concern I'd have, Gus, was actually where the tackle was made down this end, one-on-one, and the ball came out. I'm not quite sure what happened there.
Well, I've heard Stephen Clark say a number of times, look, the Panther player stripped that out. He's got no problem with that part of it. It was the put down in those two passes, and I hope this is a try. It is. Now we can go back to the start and watch the team try of the season. Plenty of power in this one. Fellas muscling their way through the defensive line, short offloads. Nagas starts it off. Bumps away from Elford. Another one there on Pulatua. Here's DeVico, heel spin, a flick out the back. Now Vainicolo makes his damage. Pulls through tackles onto DeVico, onto Payton. Payton onto McFadden. McFadden will look as though he's tackled. This is the one Peter Sterling said. It was stripped by the Panthers' Chris Hicks. Vainicolo got up and played on. Finch, great awareness there to see that the defence was coming forward, and Lelosi gets through to pick up the scraps for the best team try of the season.
Yeah, I can understand what you're saying when you said, I hope this is it. Now they're giving Laurie the kick. This is a bit of deja vu.
Yeah, go back a few weeks here. Laurie Daly from actually a similar position on farewell day number 1. He didn't hit it too badly. I wonder whether he learnt from that one.
Come on, Loza.
Go bananas here.
You can do it. Touchline. It's away. It's away. It's no goal. I think the touchies would like to have put the flags up, but we can't do that. 34-16. What a try. What a career.
And Ray, to emphasise the quality of that last try, the excitement and the level, the speed of it all. I mean, everyone was out on their feet. The attacking side, the defending side, the touchies, even Stephen Clark was sucking in the big ones, trying to keep up with it. And the wrecking yard, Bruce Stadium got a reputation this year as the wrecking yard. Got another victim tonight, the Penrith Panthers. Honestly, if they played the grand final here, the Raiders would be favourites.
Final seconds. And David Furner puts his last kick down the ground at Bruce Stadium. The Raiders have won. It is farewell. Laurie Daly, David Furner. It is farewell, Brett Mullins. But it's not farewell yet for Penrith. It will be a nerve-wracking weekend. but I've got a feeling we're going to be seeing some more of them. The margin between these two sides has been reiterated. 3 times now, the margin between the Raiders and the Panthers this year has been so similar. Magnificent game of football, fluctuating. To and fro it went. There's Brett in shot now. We're going to wrap it up. We'll keep some pictures of this for you. First qualifying final, straight after the break, will include our Tui's new man of the match. Gee, I tell you what, on a goal right now, wouldn't it? We might do that. Well, I can. They've got to go on camera, these boys. Don't go away. We're back at Bruce Stadium in just a moment. The finals are underway.
It's finals fever this weekend with the Sunday Footy Show live from ANZ Stadium in Brisbane. Suspended Sharks halfback Mitch Healy pops in for a chat. The Roosters' Brian Fletcher reviews his side's almighty matchup with the Parramatta Eels. Shane Webke helps preview the huge clash between the Broncos and the Sharks. And our legend of league, one of Queensland's favourite sons, Gary Belcher. That's all on the way this Sunday morning at 11, live from Brisbane.
$7:30 Monday night on Friends. What could possibly drive these two great buddies apart?
I can't believe this, Chandler!
All new Friends, 7:30 Monday on Win. Then, on Monday, August 14, he's one of the big screen's toughest guys, and he's about to become one of the small screen's scariest, the new girlfriend's father.
So, Ross, what's your problem? Why can't you get a girlfriend your own age?
Bruce Willis comes to Friends, Monday, August 14 on Win Television.
The 7-seater Trajay, with the pulling power of a V6 and the cabin space of an airliner. Hyundai. Take another look.
Have a look. Left. I go left. Go left. There.
That's not $2 well spent.
Should have bought him a guy's.
This is McDonald's Burgers. Choose your favourite for just $2. Better hurry.
Another MLC investment working towards your wealth. Before the value of an Australian company increased significantly thanks to a scientific breakthrough, MLC was there. Through a team of independent investment managers here and around the world, MLC could magnify your wealth with this sort of opportunity. MLC, working towards your wealth.
Okay, here's the problem. I've got 2 skin types and only one face. I'm oily and I'm normal. So how do I take care of both at the same time?
Now Ponds breaks through with Deep Pore Foaming Cleanser for combination skin. With natural botanicals and mild cleansers, it gently lifts away excess oil without drying the rest.
The oily bits have gone. And it's not dry anywhere else.
Deep Pore Foaming Cleanser, part of the new Ponds Clear Solutions range.
Wise Buys under $20, an offer you can't refuse. For a limited time, get music's hottest albums for under $20. Get Wise to Blink 182, Mark Lazotte, Kylie Minogue, Propeller Heads, Garbage, Jimmy Little, Leonardo's Bride, Hunters and Collectors, Adam Brand, Christina Nu, The Mavises and more. All under $20. Don't refuse. Make a Wise Buy now.
I've been lucky enough to have played rugby league at the highest level, but it all started for me back at Junee Primary and Junee High School. Just like I did, lots of young people continue to get the chance to play their favourite sport at school, whether they aspire to the international stage or play just for the fun and enjoyment. The School Sport 2000 Foundation and its corporate partners are helping young people right across the state to help achieve their sporting goals, whatever they might be. School sports. Give it your best.
When you see what you get with the Hyundai Lantra Runout, you won't believe your eyes. All for these unbelievable prices. The Lantra Runout. Hurry, if you blink, you might miss it. Hyundai, take another look.
On RPA, the tragedy of electrocution.
He's a fighter, aren't you?
Challenging times as Joe takes a turn for the worst.
Joey's going to pull through for you, I know.
The amazing procedure to remove Nilish's cancer.
Just take it easy, mate.
And will Slavica like her new look? RPA, Thursday on Win Television.
The Canberra fans turned out in their thousands to farewell Daly, Mullins and Furner. Well, tonight they say farewell to the entire team. What a great night for them. The first qualifying final going the Canberra Raiders' way over Penrith. 34 points to 16. Some wonderful tries scored. Croker got a double. Finch, Payton, McFadden and the Lisi all crossed. David Furner 5 from 6. Laurie Daly missed with 1 right at the death. While for the Panthers, Girdler and Rodwell got 4-pointers. Ryan Girdler kicked 4 from 4. A tremendous performance from the Raiders. Their 12th victory from 14 starts here at Bruce. Man of the match this evening is with Andrew Voss.
Peter Altui's new man of the match tonight, winning the $1,000. He's got his 19th birthday in about 2 weeks' time, Brett Finch. Brett, would it be fair to say tonight the finest moment in your short rugby league career?
Yeah, that's right. There was plenty of talk in the papers during the week how they were going to target me, and the competition round's a big game for me, so I was pretty nervous coming into the night, and I was just happy that I had a good game.
Let's break down the match. Great start from the Raiders, but then by the 33rd minute, you're behind 16-6. What was said then?
Mel just sent a message out to keep it simple, stick to our game plan, and things will start falling our way. And we didn't have much ball, and things started to fall our way, and we're lucky to get that try before half time, and then sort of the rest followed.
Well, on your own game tonight, when you've got the big blokes leading the way, and then players like Bainer Cole coming in as well, you followed on. A few of your kicks tonight have led to tries as well.
Yeah, a bit lucky. The last one down there, I can't take credit for it. Jamal called it, and I just put it through. So, yeah, I was a bit lucky there.
Brett, it must feel just nights like tonight. I mean, it's almost 2 years to the day you won man of the match in a schoolboys semi-final. Here you are getting man of the match in first grade. It must now feel as if you belong at this level.
Oh, I don't know about that. I've still got a lot of work to do on my game, but nights like this, it's you're happy that you are up in first grade, and really builds good team spirit for the club, and yeah, it's a pretty good night.
All right, Brett, best of luck for the remainder of the finals and the Tui's new man of the match.
I'd just like to thank Tui's, and